So we're coming back here, Charles, on a little bit of a win streak, you said.
Oh, man, dude. We were hot this week. We'll hit this up real quick. Lions, win. We'll get back to that one. Jacksonville, win. We both picked the Chargers. And if it wasn't for the Chargers being the Chargers, I guess, this year, maybe we should have taken that into consideration. I don't know. I guess
Right.
you don't know what team's going to show up. Keenan Allen dropping 2 touchdowns, 2 tutties, man. Dropping 2 tutties, and the tight end dropping the ball on the first, give him the first. It was so bad. We weren't wrong. The LA Chargers are just trash. They are a dumpster fire.
Anytime it comes to a game that has like a 1-score game, they kept going back. They went back like 40 fucking years.
Yeah,
and like
it's so bad.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God.
They've lost like 112 games or something like that in like the last 25 years. Yeah. By 1 score.
Outside of that, okay, Green Bay fans, don't get excited. That was not a win. I'm glad it happened at Lambeau Field. I'm glad the fans got to enjoy that. It is a W on the schedule, but all that did was fuck us in the draft. Arguably, all that did was fuck us in the draft. I didn't see a lot of good from that game. Jordan Love did well. The receivers are still young. The defense is playing great. Let's be real. The defense is playing pretty fucking good, but our offense is so bad that every mistake the defense makes is magnified. And I can't stand that I'm saying this because I don't want to see Joe Barry. Our players are playing at 110%, and this may be why we're causing injuries.
Yeah.
They're not in position to make plays, and they're overexerting themselves to get there. So I don't know if you have something quick to say on Green Bay. I'm upset.
I had the one little thing at the bottom there that said that there's 2 shining spots from that. Dontavian Wicks and frickin' Jaden Reed are fucking studs for the Packers. They're gonna be good. They're good now. They're gonna be great eventually.
Yes,
I guess that's all I could say.
And I love that you bring that up too, because I don't want people out there to go, "Oh, what the fuck? We won. Why are you upset?" I'm not upset that we won. I'm upset that we're hurting our draft position in a season that doesn't fucking matter. It's awesome that we're getting these. So I'm upset with the Chargers. I'm not upset with the Packers.
Here's what those diehard Packer. We are diehard Packer fans. We're not. I guess we're not. What do you call it? Like delusional Packer fans.
I'm not my head in the mud. I'm not a head in the mud fan.
They're like, we're only 2 games out of a playoff spot. Yeah. Okay. You really are? Do you realistically think that we're gonna win 7 out of the last what? What is there? 7 games left?
Dude,
7 games left.
Yeah. We'll hit that somewhere in the show.
Yeah. Well, I guess
our schedule
is brutal.
Good. No. So the draft pick, awesome. I'm serious. We've got a lot of promise, a lot of potential. We should get a really nice outside tackle, and we should pick up quite a few second rounders that look decent, especially
right. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have those 2 picks. We definitely want to pick up the best offensive lineman we can to protect Jordan Love, because we know the future is there with him. We know he's got some talent.
Absolutely. He's got talent. He's got the mind.
And we need a corner safety, man. We need depth back there.
So we'll get into that. We'll get into that with the draft. But that was our first loss. First loss. And so then we've got the Texans with a win. Miami, and boy, was I wrong with Miami. I'll shout that out right now. The one and only time I've ever given a lock. If Pat O'Connell hits Devontae Adams when he was wide open on that one of those last plays of the game, we could have made an entire promo about how wrong that was. Honestly, we should.
Had he not thrown 3 picks too, I think O'Connell threw 3 interceptions. That didn't help at all either. I mean, he's got an arm, but he's not accurate. I could say that.
Miami's offensive has come back down to earth. And I'm going to tell you right now, y'all are neck and neck with the effing Cowboys. And that's the very next game. We picked them to win also. But of course we picked them to win because it was the 1-win Panthers. And Dak Prescott manages 186 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Panthers.
Yeah.
Cowboys fans are delusional if they think anything other than we're going to get to the playoffs and fall on our face because you basically have had 4 freaking bye weeks in the middle of the season. With the way your schedule is played out, you're almost guaranteed to walk into the playoffs.
Yeah, their schedule is pretty freaking pretty easy. Let's just say
they got
it.
Washington coming up, and let's just be honest. At this point in the season, we are calling you who you are based off of your record. Your record is who you are. The Detroit Lions, they're in trouble. If it wasn't the Bears, if that offense comes out and plays like that against Green Bay, might win 30-13. Jared Goff may have had some crazy drive to end the game, but it was against the fucking Bears, right? Let's be real. When a team that's contending for a Super Bowl plays the Lions, they lose. Kansas City was hurt, bottom of the barrel, trying to figure out their new offensive coordinator week 1. I don't count that win no more. Is it a good win? Sure, whatever. I'm definitely not counting it. You play Kansas City today, you lose. The Detroit Lions they can figure shit out, and their schedule allows them potentially home playoff advantage, which works really well. But Jared Goff is not the fucking answer.
They're gonna definitely need to be tested some more too. Like that defense is, man.
They're giving up big plays.
Everything they wanted last week.
They're giving up big plays, and they're having an issue with mobile backcourts, we'll call it mobile backfields, right? If you're a mobile quarterback or a decent running back, you're getting yards on them, and that doesn't bode well for the Lions. We'll watch that. We'll keep a close eye on that. I would love to see them do more, but at this point in the season, we are reading the writing on the wall. The record is telling you who you are. The Dallas Cowboys, collectively, I believe the teams are like, I don't know, man. I think they have like a 21% win rate combined, right? A 21% win percentage or 21 win percentage, however the fuck you want to say that.
Yeah.
And the teams the Cowboys have beat, they have yet to beat a team above 500. In fact, they're 7-1 against teams under 500. 7-1. They lost to Arizona.
Yeah, so you've had 8 games against teams that are under 500. Congratulations.
And they're 0-2 against teams above 500. So the 2 games they've played against winning teams, their point differential is like -47, bro.
Damn.
They are really bad against good teams. And you could say what you want about the 4th quarter against the Eagles, but I don't.
Charles, what do we call that in sports? We call that garbage time.
Exactly. It was absolute garbage time. Oh, if the defense would do, but the defense doesn't do more against good teams. We're week 9 now, week 10, 11, whatever fucking week we are. There's no more ifs. This is who you are this season. And the great coaches figure out around that shit. Look at Brock Purdy last night. 3 tutties, over 300 yards. Do you realize that Brock Purdy, QBR, number 1. Yards per attempt, number 1. Touchdown to interception ratio, number 1. And there's one other thing, and he's number 1. He's leading the league in all of this.
Probably sacked the least.
Well, there's that too. That's that offensive line. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Enough of this. Can Brock Purdy get it figured out? Aaron Rodgers with a shitty offensive line basically broke his leg. So the fact that Brock Purdy didn't get injured with half the offensive line, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Terrible. And then, of course, the big one, I'm telling you, you guys should have rode that wave. Denver motherfucking Broncos.
Charles, that is the headline. Charles said Charles is right once again. I said Charles and I were talking about this. He said it's wild. It's wild. And I thought to myself, I'm like, is he hinting at something? They're losing 7-3. Is Charles trying to tell me something that I'm not listening to him about right now? I should just listen to him. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride.
I'm telling you, Russell Wilson has what was it? The best touchdown to interception ratio. Man, I wish I would have wrote these down. Russell Wilson is a dog right now. That's just what we're going to say.
Maybe it's fourth quarter. Probably.
He's absolutely killing it. And one of the things I would love to bring into light here in this situation. Look at the team Nathaniel Hackett's been on without Aaron Rodgers. Let's just be honest. Let's call it. Here we are reading the writing on the wall once again. The Denver Broncos were terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Under Hackett? Yes, they were awful. Hackett.
The Jets' offense is terrible. This isn't a Zach Wilson thing.
Was that why Aaron Rodgers is calling the plays on the sidelines? Is because Hackett can't freaking figure it out?
Exactly why Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. But you need Aaron Rodgers to be playing for this to work.
Right. Yeah, it's a two-way street. Like,
how many jobs is Nathaniel Hackett going to cost?
I don't know. Was it Aaron Rodgers that got him, that made him look good?
Aaron Rodgers is the only one who made him look good. Hell, for last 9 weeks of the season, you've been hearing murmurs around Green Bay about, man, maybe Aaron Rodgers was the reason our offense is looking good. LaFleur looks like he's trying to figure something out. I'm really loving how we're utilizing some players. I've said it from the very beginning. I fought multiple people over it, and Matt LaFleur I trust.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't get that fucking record. I don't care who you got. You don't get that record without a mind behind it. But anywho, back to the Jets thing. Who are you going to put in at quarterback? For one, the organization is a joke. Okay, the Minnesota Vikings lose Kirk Cousins, and literally 36 hours later, they've got a new quarterback coming in.
We kept saying that. Remember, weren't we talking about Flacco was available?
Now Flacco's down with the Browns.
Oh, Flacco is with the Browns.
Yeah, he signed with the practice squad. Flacco's with the Browns.
I don't know. The Jets. I guess Flacco had his time with the Jets already anyway. He's probably said, fuck that. I don't want to come back to that organization anyway.
From my understanding, they just never called him.
Yeah.
Their camp no camps got involved with each other. That's what I'm saying. The Jets, why don't they just come out and say the truth?
Is that Saleh, Charles?
This season is a wash. I don't know. No,
but is it Saleh?
No. I think
you don't think it's his arrogance?
Johnson. I think it's WJ, baby.
Oh, yes. Oh, we talked about this first game of the season.
I think it's Mr.
Remember,
Bling
you and I
Bling.
made fun of Woody. We made fun of Woody with his fucking weird.
He's up in that box.
Dude, that dude's fucking weird.
Just banging. Hell yeah, he don't give a fuck. Because you know what? We, the fans, at times are stupid. We are blind, drunk in love. A lot of us have been a part of these organizations in some way or another for decades. These people come in for small windows. We're here forever. That stupidity tends to sit in, and that's what's happening with the Jets right now. For one, y'all were delusional to think anything at all that you were coming out of the AFC without fucking Aaron Rodgers. Y'all, the exact same situation last year you were in this year when Aaron Rodgers went down, but somehow or another, with the magic of Aaron Rodgers on the sideline, you thought things were going to be different. Bro, he had been in Green Bay for almost 20 years. We know that story.
Can I go through the list right now and you tell me which one is the best fit?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Chase Daniel, age 36. Nick Foles, age 34. Colt McCoy, age 36. Matt Ryan, age 37. Trevor Siemian, age 31. Apparently, Carson Wentz not on a team? I thought he was on a team.
Mm-mm.
Okay, he's available too, age 30. John Wolford. Those are their options. Apparently, those.
I tell you who the fuck I would have went and got. I'll tell you this right now. Matt Ryan.
Yes. You mean
because Matt Ryan
he's been to the Super Bowl.
He didn't lose that Super Bowl.
No, he didn't lose that Super Bowl.
Bullshit play calling.
He didn't win that Super Bowl, but he didn't lose that Super Bowl.
Bullshit play calling and a subpar defense cost Matt Ryan that Super Bowl.
Right.
You put Matt Ryan with that Jets Super Bowl. Now, again, though, too, offensively, who the fuck do the Jets have? Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, Wilson. Garrett Wilson suffers in push coverage.
And Breece Hall's getting pushed around at the line of scrimmage. He got open for receptions out of the backfield because The quarterback.
That offensive line would never let Breece Hall be anything, right? Breece Hall's not Le'Veon Bell. Breece Hall isn't year 1 and 2 Zeke Elliott.
Well, what's funny too is that they went out and got Cook, and it hasn't done him a damn thing.
Oh yeah, wow! They didn't even use Dalvin Cook. They don't even.
He gets a carry every now and then, but they don't use him. Yeah, they don't utilize him at all.
I'm telling you, like play action, slip screens. Anybody with a brain can sit here. This is a Nathaniel Hackett issue. That's a fucking Nathaniel Hackett issue.
Yeah, you said this a while ago that before the Packer game, before this Jets game, before Rodgers got hurt, you and I had a podcast episode, and you said that this offense was set up for slip screens, and it was set up for Rodgers to throw the ball to the running backs and the screens and the slants out of the backfield. You said this offense was set up for Rodgers.
They were
set up for Zach Wilson.
Yeah, but it was set up for a 25-year-old Aaron Rodgers or a 32-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Just say it, Charles. A mobile
fucking Aaron Rodgers. The dude tried to run one play. One play. He tried to move backwards from that offensive line and broke his leg. I'm saying broke his leg.
He sat in the pocket. Wasn't it a handoff, and then the one time he rolled out,
he tried to roll.
He got fucking smoked.
Bam. Yeah. He had 0.7 seconds.
That's crazy because what the average is like 2.2 or 2.3 to get rid of the ball.
And the thing is if Aaron Rodgers would have just stayed in Green Bay, if that whole scenario would have ensued, we'd be a Super Bowl contending team right now. Our defense, it's just.
Yeah, they probably be averaging about 8 or 9 more points.
I want to smack Guntix or whatever his name is.
Guntix.
I seriously, I want to smack that dude in the face. He blew up the Devontae Adams thing. He blew up the Aaron Rodgers thing. It just don't. Jordan Love is going to be our guy. He's going to be a really good quarterback.
It's the future. What are you going to do?
And in a couple of days. In a couple of seasons, who knows? But yeah, I'm sorry. We were talking about the Packers 2.0, though. We don't need to get into our situation yet again.
What are you going to do? We're Packer fans. You have to talk about it a little bit. You got to entertain yourself. The what ifs.
It's our heart and soul. But yeah, our defense today with a Devontae Adams, Romeo Dobbs,
Dontavian Wicks, Jaden Reed, Musgrave. Kraft.
That offensive line, god damn, 2-3 more years of Rodgers, we could have, But year 3, we could have a Super Bowl with Jordan Love.
True. You never know. You don't know.
Listen, I'm sitting here right now. I'm telling you, year 3, we're headed towards the Super Bowl.
It's going to depend what kind of draft they have too. If they have a good draft, that could be sooner than that, Charles. It could be next season. They could be a good playoff team. Just depends on that draft class, honestly.
I agree. And looking at the league too, you've got 1, maybe 2 more years with the 49ers being who the 49ers are. This is it for the Eagles. The Eagles, if they don't make the Super Bowl this year,
this is their run. They got their run.
They're crumbling.
The Bills are gone. They got to pay people after this, I believe.
Miami's tough, but Miami in 2 years is not going to be Miami today. Tyreek Hill is gone after this contract. I made one of the most bogus fantasy moves of all time, putting in a pre-injured guy. But their strength and conditioning isn't down in Miami like it should be. I'll tell you the teams that kind of scare me, but they're all in the AFC, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think I can see a Texans, Green Bay Packer Super Bowl in 3 years. I can see that.
That'd be nuts. That'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts. The Jets are literally going to implode.
Did you see Twitter blow up over Stroud's workout routine? He swings a golf club. He plays basketball. He's got the craziest freaking practice routine before the game. It's nuts.
I gotta tell you, it seems to be working.
That's what I was gonna say. Working, whatever he's doing. I don't give a shit if he pets a squirrel before he goes out there on the field, as long as he's throwing touchdown passes.
Patrick Mahomes wears the same underwear for 8 years. This guy
Charles,
plays
as
basketball.
long as he's throwing touchdown passes to Dalton Schultz, I don't give a shit what he does.
Yeah, on my bench, dude. Fuck off.
I
Yeah,
saw that. And he
dude,
was
I
on
made
your
a couple
bench, and I
bonehead
was like,
plays.
"You just talked about this, and then he's on your bench."
I played. I tell you what came into play there, right? And I was right. It just didn't pan out.
We have those weeks.
Dalton Schultz was going up against a good defense versus tight ends.
Yeah.
Schultz only ended up with 2 or 3 catches. One of them ended up being a touchdown. That's the shitty part. Now, on the opposite side of that, Taylor McBride had 6 catches with 10 targets. And 2 of those fucking McBride dropped like an idiot. So he catches those 2, one leading to a touchdown. Fucking McBride's got 20 points again. I'm a fucking genius. But they're humans and they suck.
That's exactly what fantasy football is. It makes you look like a genius one week and you look like a fool.
Look at, dude, I played the Buffalo Bills this week. Why are you playing the Buffalo Bills? Because they're playing against a really shitty Jets and they brought 20 fucking points to the table. Hell yeah. I had 3 great fucking moves and I got fucked by 2 stupid moves.
Did Buffalo win that game or did the Jets give them that game? Because they turned the ball over 4 fucking times that game.
Oh yeah, no, if the Jets had an offense, Buffalo loses that game.
Yeah. Did you see Sauce Gardner fucking just like super? Yeah. Did he suplexed fucking? What was it?
And then, well, it's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of emotions because y'all refuse.
Dude, he was pissed. He was getting his ass kicked the whole game.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Got burnt twice.
Sauce Gardner is good.
Yeah.
Okay, but he won Rookie Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Who is in that? Who is in that class?
I honestly, as far as defensive players.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Defensive rookies last year, right? Don't look it up. Just off the top of your head.
He had Aiden Hutchinson in there.
But what did Aiden Hutchinson do last year? He played great. He was really good.
I think he was highlighted by the fact that Gardner he led the league in like picks. So I think that's probably why you won it.
We could go back in. I'm telling you, here's the thing. We could go back in and watch some tape. He probably caught the ball a lot from some pretty shitty quarterbacks. And that's awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's all it takes in the AFC.
Bland's doing the same thing. Fucking Bland's got, 4 pick sixes?
Yeah.
Come on. Look at the quarterbacks who's been throwing up the ball, right? Okay, that's awesome. I'm not taking anything away.
Actually, I think Hutchinson was 2 last year behind him.
Yeah, he was. Okay, so now let's go number 3.
All right, I'm gonna pull him up here.
Okay, so you're gonna pull him up, and that's my point with this too, is that I don't think the defensive class was as wild as it should have been, or as wild as it could have been. Now, I'm not trying to take shit away from Gardner. He's a good player, right? But you're never going to be a great player with that mindset. It makes absolutely no sense. The other just kicker in the face that makes no sense is that they finally benched Zach Wilson. How are you going to sit there? What's that? I'm ready.
Why oh man, the NFL is goofy.
Yeah.
They don't list the voting. They just list
who
won.
They only list who won.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just list who won.
So you and I, we watch a lot of football. Sitting here thinking out loud, we came up with Gardner and Hutchinson. Who both
Parsons. Micah Parsons.
No, he did not. There's no way Gardner won Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year over Micah Parsons. We're talking Defensive Rookie of the Year, not Defensive Player of the Year. Did he win Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, he was drafted. He was drafted in 21.
I was going to say.
But that's what it brought up. It must have brought up because Parsons won it the year before.
Yeah.
Why did it bring up that list? That's so stupid.
Because last year, dude, so Quay Walker was like,
I don't even ask me because it's got Hutchinson, it's got Quay. I'm so lost in that list. That can't be a
Quay
real
Walker
list.
would have been. Quay Walker would have definitely been.
It was probably first round defensive players that were drafted. Mm-hmm. That's probably all that list was because it said Sauce Gardner and beat out all these players. I'm like, okay, were they really on the podium with them, or was it just a bunch of players got drafted? Like you said, who was drafted in that class? I don't fucking know. I know Hutchinson was like number 2. That's all I know.
So that's my point. So there wasn't a huge there wasn't this huge competition for that award last year. Which
No, I think
also
he was pretty much head and shoulders with 5 picks or something. I think he had
right,
5 interceptions or some shit.
right. So now year 2, and you're seeing it on both sides. I was super high on Aiden Hutchinson. I still am. I like the guy. He's still really good. But man, for me to put him in the same boat, I didn't put him in the same boat as TJ Watt, Myles Garrett. Thank God. But I was saying he was better than Parsons.
The problem is Charles, is that he got to show it last week. He knocked the ball out of Fields' hands at the end of the game.
And I think Alonzo eats at a table made from Hutchinson often. Hutchinson pulls a lot of
held. I agree with a lot of Lions fans that Hutchinson is held. Waluigi is held a lot on a lot of those plays, but you can't say that. You can be, as a fan in heart, you can be like, yes, he's held a lot. But hey, we used to say that about Reggie White all the time.
I was going to say Reggie White took care of that pretty quickly. He just started strong arming everyone.
Doing the swim move.
You want to hold me,
just shoving guys. I still can't. I still fucking see that.
Waluigi takes his arms from here and brings them more here.
Yeah,
he might be getting.
He's the swim move, Charles. The swim move.
You got to bring these fuckers in just a little bit, bro.
Yeah, he's flailing them fuckers around like he's flagging in a freaking airplane.
And arguably, too, this whole conversation started with applauding Denver's turnaround and recognizing Nathaniel Hackett's downfall.
Sure. Yeah.
Anybody at all who had Aaron Rodgers those years would have been considered a god. Look, it's almost the Tom Brady effect. Look at how many offensive coordinators went off to be a head coach from Tom Brady and came walking back. They were saying, oh, blah, 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 Bill Belichick, fuck that. Since Tom Brady's gone, how many people from Billy's staff has been picked?
I poached, I believe, like 4 or 5 at least.
I think
of that staff.
Since Brady left? I mean, McDaniels
became head coaches. Yes, 4 or 5. Yeah. Became coaches in the NFL. Like I'm talking about like everybody off the staff. I think even a trainer became like an offensive coordinator or a special teams coach or some weird shit like that. Like a guy that literally did nothing.
So now we're going to break this too. So the last guy I remember from Belichick's staff surviving just got fired. And I'm telling you,
were talking about remaining from the original
staff.
Yes.
I'm telling you that it's the Brady effect. All them people got coaches because Tom Brady is fucking great. It wasn't, you would call a play and Tom Brady would then make that play his own, right? Aaron Rodgers does the same thing. Patrick Mahomes does the same thing. Great quarterbacks do that, right? And sometimes we get some shit on our eyes. Look at Eric Bieniemy. Look at Eric Bieniemy at Washington.
Who would be a good one to get on the podcast because I bet she's got a shitload of dirt. Is McDaniels. You laugh, but I'm like, he's probably got so much dirt on fucking Belichick. It's probably ridiculous. He probably would make us blush how much shit he's got on Belichick. He probably knows all about Belichick freaking doing that little walk of shame where he's rolling out the wine drunk, stumbling out without a shirt on in this trailer park of a fucking Ring camera, fucking walking out like he's rubbing his titties when he's walking out of there, checking himself like shit. Or where am I going?
Listen,
he stumbles off the front deck.
Ring cameras are amazing. I just installed mine. So
they're fun, aren't they?
Oh,
you see the little movement activation, little notification on your phone, and you're like, "What was it? What was it? I want to see it." And then you're like, find out it's leaves blowing around in your front yard. Yes, awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah, but you've got it's a really good quarterback making an offensive coordinator look like a genius.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For all we know, these fucking offensive coordinators are playing Madden and recreating their own plays via Madden. It's just,
that's the funny thing, is it? I want to know something. Like, you know how they say that the team's playbook is in Madden?
Yeah.
And then everybody's, that's just like their cheat sheet. I'm like, if you go, I went through Madden the other day and there's 17 pages of plays on each friggin' like single back, I formation, shotgun, wild route, all this stuff. I'm like, dude, there's got to be 200 and some plays for each team, and each playbook is different. You can't tell me some of those fucking plays aren't like real.
Oh yeah,
but it's like they get to call it into the headset, so they don't have to worry about calling it in with signals or whatever. But still, that's fucking nuts if they actually run the same plays all the time, because you would have their playbook.
And the thing that kind of frustrates me the most about that specific scenario is knowing you have the ability to run the play, but
And you still can't stop it.
never running the actual play. No, for example, why the fuck why have we started this running out of the shotgun thing? Right?
I don't know why that's even
to run out of the shotgun, you give the running back the opportunity to gather speed. What? It's the same,
Charles. Hey, you know what that is? That's the wing tee. That's the wing tee from fucking high school, dude. Don't call it what it is. It's not the shotgun. That's the wing tee. I don't care if you hand it off or he catches the ball out of the backfield. That's the wing tee. That belongs nowhere but college football for Air Force to run like retards.
It's crazy to me. You should be running out of a single back with a motion for the tight end, right? You're motioning that tight end because you're either gonna move the zone away from the run, or you're gonna recognize the man coverage with an opportunity to audible out of it, play action that bitch, and pop a crossing route on the lesser receiver, on the lesser defender, right? Holy shit, I just put a fucking middle linebacker on my slot receiver. There's no way I can run this ball. I've got to fucking play action this, give my guy about 2.5 seconds. I got to give him 2.5 seconds, break off that line, and then I could throw it at 3.5. That's easy peasy. That's a simplistic rollout, right? I don't know. It can't be that simple. Otherwise, everyone would do it.
Exactly.
We both agree that it's the writing on the wall again. You've got Steelers and Matt Canada. How can
we keep saying it's Matt Canada? But all right, sorry, I'm not going to put this out there anymore because I agree with you. But how much longer do you say it's Matt Canada and it's not Kenny Pickett?
It's both. Arguably, it's both. But I think it's Matt Canada more, because check this out.
You think it's Matt Canada?
I think it's Matt Canada more.
I'm on list. I'm all ears.
This is exactly what you, on the final play of the game, didn't throw the ball to George Pickens one fucking time. He is your best offensive player on that fucking team. And this means nothing about fantasy league, bro. This
confidence, Charles.
And I'm telling you, threw the ball to fucking Robinson.
No. I don't think he's got any confidence in Pickens, is what I mean.
No, the plays aren't being drawn up, bro. There is not plays being drawn up for Pickens. Pickens is literally on go routes almost the entire fucking game.
Do we start calling the head coach for giving that much freaking faith in the offensive coordinator, Matt Canada?
This is definitely a head coach problem now, too.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of love with Mike Tomlinson. That's cool. Yeah, deservedly. But this year is an absolute... Oh my God, I'm losing.
Has he lost decision-making control in that team, possibly?
Defense is so good for you guys, and you have a good offense. You have players. Warren is way better than Najee Harris, but you barely see Warren. You see way too much of Najee Harris going from the 20 to 20. You should be seeing Warren from the 20 and 20, Harris around third down or short yardage situations for potential play actions to blow the offense's fucking mind. Right? You got Pickens that could be doing these fucking play actions all day long. Pickett, accurately, terrible. He's averaging 172 yards a game. Terrible. But the offense isn't creating opportunities for the playmakers to make plays. If it wasn't for Warren breaking off that fucking touchdown, and again, too, you look at the fucking Ravens game and Pickens made that magical fucking play. Bro, in the last 2 games, Pickens has had less than 10 targets. How do you have your best offensive player with less than 10 fucking targets, dude?
That's like I said, there's no faith.
But there's no faith
in if he's not calling plays for him.
Yeah, the offense is calling plays not to lose. They're not calling plays to win. They're not even an offense, bro. You can't even call that an offense. There is no statistical category offensively that the Pittsburgh Steelers are even half.
I would grade him a D minus.
How do you say that that's
their
the
entire offense? Yeah,
dude, in fucking what is it, like 31 starts, he has 13 touchdowns.
Yeah, their stats are ridiculous. I just pulled their stats up here. They're pretty bad. Kenny
That
Pickett's
is
got
100% on the offensive coordinator. 100%.
Yeah, like you said, Charles Pickens does lead the team in receiving yards, 604 yards. How is he not getting 10 targets? This makes no sense. I'm looking at these stats and I'm just mind blown. Like you said, it doesn't make any sense to me.
So disgusting. And then again too, it's like you pop that up and then you're like, oh yeah, but the defense gave up all those yards to a rookie quarterback. Mother, dude, that defense is the only that defense has been giving 115% for 60 minutes for 10 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
And finally, they only give 100%. And two other players, which is, check this out. Do you know what the Browns did? Fuck it, I'm throwing it to Amari Cooper. And that's all they did. They just kept throwing it to Amari Cooper. Bro, Pickens has hands. Pickens is one of those receivers where if he's got a 49% chance, the other person has a 48% chance. That 2% is up in the wind. It's annoying. It's so annoying watching. And and for the Steeler fans out there, oh my God.
Yeah.
The only winner, in my opinion, from all gamblers yesterday was if you took the under in the Cleveland-Pittsburgh game, because somehow or another they had that bitch at 31.5.
Can I tell you something right now? Did you see any of that? I just want to break it off for one headline. I don't know, because I know we might not get to it if I don't bring it up now.
Yeah.
Did you happen to, this is college football, but did you happen to see that Cam Rising was granted his 7th year of eligibility with the Utah Utes? 7th year of eligibility.
He's going to be another Carson Wentz. Dude's going to be 31 by the time he gets to the NFL.
Unfucking believable. But anyway, congratulations to Cam Rising. Hopefully you have a successful season next year. But I just thought that was crazy that there's that many. I forget how many quarterbacks in the NFL that are starters are younger than him. It was a weird stat.
Bro, what like fucking 25. Classes is he taking? At this point,
he's got to be graduated.
What classes is
doctorate at fucking Utah? Do you want me to look up his major? I'll look up his major right now. And you tell me what classes he's taking. I'll tell you his major.
Oh my God, dude! What he's got to be taking like art,
criminology, Charles.
Yeah,
psychology. He was psychology and criminology.
Yeah.
He's 25. Yeah, he could get his law degree after he passes the bar a couple of years after he's out. Yeah. Realistically,
you still got to take 2 years of law school, regardless.
I think he started to maybe he's taking law school.
Those are just electives, but more or less, that's all that is.
Who knows? He was taking criminology in that when he was at Texas. The dude's, how many different schools has this guy played for? I guess is a different question. Texas. Yeah, he was down south, Texas, and then he's been at Utah for 2 years, at least 2 years, 2-3 years.
It's anyway, like Van Wilder, bro.
Yeah, did you see the dude's hair too? He's wild.
Fucking Van Wilder, man.
He's Van Wilder. Van Rising.
Yeah, Cam Rising, dude. He's the local. What do they call those attendants? What do they call those people that the authority figures in a dorm room? Oh, fuck, I don't know.
He's a student.
RA advisor.
He's an RA.
Yeah. He's an RA.
Room advisor. Yeah, he's the fucking Van Wilder room advisor.
Yeah.
Over here.
Hey man, head to Cam. He could get us the good shit. We can rent a car. Right? Cam can rent us a car.
Yeah, Cam's 25. He's good.
He can rent us a car. Well done. Congratulations, Cam.
Yeah.
All right. We've jumped around quite a bit. Let's finish this off. Let's wrap this up with the head-to-head pick'ems. I took the Rams and the Browns. Got that. Somehow or another, the Commanders ended up just getting fucked by the Giants.
Charles, I don't even understand that. I'm not even going to try to understand that. I'm just going to say it's in Vito we trust.
Yeah, holy shit.
His
It was the
parents must have
defense.
made,
yeah.
dude, them cutlets must have been really fucking good. That's all I know. Chicken cutlets for everybody.
Thanksgiving's coming up, dude. I'm so excited.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so fucking ready for this food. Okay, so this week we've got, it looks like I've got AFC and you've got NFC. All right. I am starting at 7-3 and you're bringing up at 5-5. You lint liquor.
I know.
All right. See, I'm going to get, you know what? I'm going to give you Dolphins at Jets for the Amazon primetime game. That's what I'm giving you for the AFC. And then I'm going to take the Broncos are an AFC team, right? Yes, they is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Browns, Broncos. That's the one I'm going to take. Browns, Broncos. Denver is favored to win now. We are throwing that out there. And that bums me out because I'm picking Denver. Yeah, I'm going to pick Denver. That's a bummer. Who are you taking in the Miami Jets game?
After the letdown that we had of the Jets, I can't imagine that defense is going to be able to hold up for much longer, even though it's in the Meadowlands. Man, I don't know. If
Miami's playing a team without a winning
they're playing
record.
a team that's like desperate, but desperate not to win. Yeah, I'm going to say that prime game is going to be Dolphins. They're probably going to win by 14 or more if I had to guess. As long as Miami stays healthy, I think they're fine.
All right, and then the NFC matchup.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you the Packers Lions. It's Thanksgiving. You gotta give you a Thanksgiving game for sure. I was gonna give you Niners Seahawks, but that seems like it wouldn't be that much fun.
So far, not so fast, my friend. So far this week, this season, every single time we've picked Green Bay to win, they've lost. And every single time we've picked Green Bay to lose, they've won.
That's true.
So I'm picking the Lions to win.
7.5. I don't believe that game is going to be as.
I think
even if they do lose or win, it's going to be a close game.
I think that Jared Goff that showed up for the first 3.5 quarters, well, actually 3 2/3 quarters for the Bears game, not the 4-minute Jared Goff.
Oh my God. How do you blow a 12-point lead with 6 minutes to go?
Bro. It's the Bears.
Well, yes. I see Paul said that's the most Bears thing ever is to lose by have a 12-point lead and lose.
I FUXK'd the Bears on every social effing thing I could except Paul's page because I really enjoy Paul. He's a good person. But seriously, I was just laughing because it wasn't like 40 fucking hours prior. I'm on the episode going, Jared Goff is going to lose and fucking blah, blah, blah. Jared Goff. And that dude had 3 interceptions. And if it wasn't for you, I'm telling you, that's the offense we should expect to see for that Thursday night game. And the Lions are going to win. But I'm picking the Lions. And then who are you taking? Green Bay's defense is way better than the Bears. Way better. And we got issues, but we ain't the Bears.
That's true.
Oh, boys, like 0 and fucking 8 at NFC North matchups.
Yeah,
I can't even fucking think about it right now. The Bears are so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up taking that. I'm gonna end up taking that Niners Seahawks game, and I'm gonna say this is gonna be an upset game. I think Seattle's gonna freaking
You're gonna take
somehow, some way. I think somehow, some way, the Seahawks are gonna fucking win this football game
versus a healthy 49ers.
I think that somehow Seattle is gonna fucking win this game. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that the Cowboys are gonna have a letdown game on Thanksgiving.
The 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 10:30 that game is for us. That's crazy. Hey, did you catch Dak Prescott's press conference?
No, but I can only imagine.
When he came out and he was like, we don't normally play at noon, so that was tough for us to overcome. And this is a good football team. It's the NFL, but we did a lot of good things. We came out there with the win. It's, bro, you threw for 186 yards against the worst team in the NFL.
He's a treasure. Let's just say that. Every now and then you get some hot takes from him, and it's just sometimes it's not fun. It's not cool to see, but he's a funny dude.
I honestly think the Cowboys organization is selfish. I think that they are extremely selfish. I want to say that the word came down to not let CeeDee Lamb break the Cowboys' 125 game streak, because there's no goddamn reason on planet Earth CeeDee Lamb should not have had 125 plus yards against those Carolina Panthers. And the only way that's possible is if you go out of your way to not target CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, because I can't imagine he had anybody like stellar on him guarding him the entire fucking game.
Name one DB for the
Charles.
I can't either. That's right. And it's not, we don't pay attention to the Carolina.
I know their quarterback and running back, Chuba Hubbard and frickin' Bryce Young. Those are the two players I know on that team.
Adam Thielen, you know him too.
Well, okay, Thielen. Okay, we'll see. We got three, Charles, but they're all on offense. Not one of them's on fucking defense.
So, why, under any circumstance, in what realm did CeeDee Lamb not go for over 100?
I don't know. There is none.
He had less than 10 targets this game.
Yeah.
This is my thing. How do you go away from that? Dak Prescott was only reaching 300 games because of CeeDee Lamb. How do you go away from that?
You don't, unless it's a play, like the coach makes that decision.
I'm telling you, the Cowboys,
Yep, exactly,
are shady. They are a shady, selfish organization. And
here's the other thing.
At this is the Jimmy Johnson thing. For you to just now put Jimmy Johnson in the ring of the Cowboys deserve every fucking thing they get.
I think I saw Terry Bradshaw get squirrely about that. He was like, yeah, he's finally making it. He was gritting his teeth when he said it. And they were all like, yeah, he finally made it. Fuck yourselves, dude. Jerry Jones is a fucking prick.
Why would you even? You should have Randy Mossed it. You should have Randy fucking Mossed it.
That's true.
You should have Randy Mossed it. What does it matter at this point? The way they treated you afterwards was complete trash. Why accept it?
They threw him out like the trash.
Hashtag shady fucking Cowboys. Shady as fuck.
All right.
Let's move on to our picks now. Sorry about this. All right. So you got the Commanders at the Cowboys. This is another bye week for the Cowboys. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Howell's going to make it interesting for about 2 quarters, and then the Cowboys are just going to freaking throw it to
Howell will probably reach 60 sacks by the end of that game.
Yeah, 60.
I think he's at 48 now.
Over under 8 sacks for the freaking Cowboys that week. So I'm pretty sure Sam Hall's been sacked like freaking 45 times.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure he's at 48 or 49 too.
Oh yeah, he's up there. I think he leads the league.
And I am not joking. I swear, I promise. They get to. He's sacked 60 times by the end of this game. So you've got the Saints Falcons, 5-5 Saints against the 4-6 Falcons, struggling, drowning. This is an ugly game. I don't even want to stay.
I've got more faith in the Saints offense than I do the Falcons defense.
And I've got more faith in the Falcons offense than I do the Saints defense. Who are the Saints? Who are the Saints anymore?
This is literally a pick 'em. It's -1 for Atlanta, which basically means that they're 2-point underdogs because you get a field goal at home, which is insane.
Yeah.
The biggest teaser line I've ever seen. But you
Yeah,
get tickets for as low as $93.
That shouldn't be too bad. I tell you what, I don't trust the Saints offense under any circumstances. I just don't. I don't trust Atlanta's head coach, but hey, they beat the Packers. I'm going to take Atlanta.
All right, you got Atlanta, I got the Saints.
All right. And then we've got, this is going to be a really good fucking game. I'm really excited about this game. And I almost picked it. Jacksonville, Texans. That's going to be a really good game. And I didn't pick it because
honestly, I think you're probably going to agree with me. I got CJ Stroud destroying that Jaguar defense.
Yeah,
I got
Trevor Lawrence.
I got him going for 350. Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is not good when it's a shootout. And I think this game's going to be a shootout.
Yeah.
And I like the Texans defense actually way better. But yeah, I like the Texans in this one also. Fucking crazy, man. I love what they're doing down in Houston. I love that story. I love that story. So then you've got the Steelers at the Bengals. Take the under.
Take the under and definitely take the Bengals because I do not see the Steelers winning that game. I don't. I think Mixon's more than enough capable of leading them with Chase, and Browning's not terrible. He's not awful. He's serviceable for sure.
No.
And like you said, if they don't, how many times would they have to target Pickens, Charles, in order to win this game? Come on, just humor me.
8+ times.
No, he has to get 10 minimum. So how many? You said 8+ times they'll win.
Yeah, 8+ times. 8+ times. No, I'm sorry. 8+ catches.
Okay. I was gonna say you said 10 times you got to target his ass.
Yeah. No, he's got to have 8+ catches over
so
60 yards and a touchdown.
12, 13 times. Okay.
Yeah. If he gets 8+ catches over 60 yards and a touchdown, the Steelers win that game.
I like that you went deep on the stats there. I like that. That's cool. We have to remember that.
Yeah, it's simple. Yeah. That's all you got to do. But they won't. And I got the Bengals as well. Because it's Matt Canada. Matt Canada doesn't create plays.
Matt Canada. I like that that's the answer. This is Matt Canada.
Matt Canada does not call plays. He plays Madden.
That's true.
That's what fucking Matt Canada does. Okay, so then you've got the cripple fight, Patriots versus the Giants. I tell you what, New England's favored to win, and that's a fucking joke to me. Because if that Giants defense, and here we are, but this is what happens in a week-to-week league, in a day-by-day league. If that Giants fucking defense shows up, Saquon Barkley is going to destroy the Patriots. I'm telling you this right now. I have no idea why New England's favored to win. It's even at New York. New England is terrible.
Dude, that Giants team has found new life, I feel like, with DeVito at quarterback, too. I feel like the players are like, they think this guy is young, just energetic, weird quarterback.
Side quest, is that because Danny Dimes is terrible and the locker room doesn't like him?
We'll save that for next week when I bring up I'll bring up something that's going to make you laugh. Like maybe I'll tell you after the show too. Nice. We can talk about it. It's something that I saw on like Instagram. It's freaking hilarious. Right. It's true too. 100%.
I like it. Okay. So now we're going to move on. We both got the Giants in that one.
Correct.
Okay. So then we've got bounce past that game. So now we've got the Rams versus the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are trying really hard not to better themselves for the next couple of years. And I don't mean by getting rid of Kyler Murray, by trying to win these games. But
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like the Cardinals are going to do just enough to lose, and the Rams will do just enough to win, just because of the fact that the Cardinals want that draft pick. What's the point? You're 2-8. You're going to finish in the bottom 5 of the.
You got to keep Kyler Murray, though, man. I'm telling you what.
They're not going to get rid of him, I hope, anyway.
No, but they've gotten healthy. I love James Conner. I've never understood why Pittsburgh got rid of him. Made no sense to me at all. But I really do. I enjoy James Conner. I enjoy watching him play. But I'm going to definitely take Matt Stafford and the Rams.
Right.
So then you've got the Bills versus the Eagles. Regardless of what happens tonight, we both have Philly, by the way, and we'll bounce on that at the end of the episode. But I'm taking the Eagles in this one. They're at home.
Yeah, I
are
can't go
just
against the Eagles. Buffalo is a fucking disaster, dumpster fire. So
it's one of those writing on the wall scenarios. The Vikings have done it to their fans a bunch of times. The Bills are doing it to their fans.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are doing it to their fans. You guys are beating bad teams, and y'all are falling significantly short against subpar playoff teams and Super Bowl contenders.
Yep.
This could have been a Super Bowl matchup had something crazy happened. But 1 week against the Jets, that's not enough for me. I'm definitely taking the Eagles in that one. So then you've got the Chiefs at the Raiders.
This is Chiefs.
The Raiders are playing good, but they're missing 3 or 4 pieces to be that next team.
Well, Aiden O'Connell is not going to lead the Raiders, the Vegas Raiders over the Chiefs. Let's just say it. He's not going to beat Patty Mahomes.
I agree with you.
Other than that, yes,
I tell you what, though, that is a game that you can look at and go, man, if Kansas City has 6 drops, they could lose.
All right, it could be a field goal game. Could easily be a field goal game.
Absolutely. So then you got the Ravens at the Chargers, and I feel bad for Brandon Staley, but hey, it is what it is.
Here comes another 1-score loss. I believe. I believe that this is in LA, and that there's going to be more Ravens fans in the stands, and there's going to be Chargers fans.
Way more.
But I believe this is going to be like probably an 8-point game that they're going to lose, though, or Baltimore is going to win.
And then you've got the Monday night matchup.
It's Bears Vikings, either the Kiss Your Sister Bowl. Either the Vikings go to 7-5 and become close enough to they still are going to hold on to that wild card spot.
No, the Vikings are going to make it into the playoffs.
Yeah, they're gonna backdoor their way in for sure.
The end of their schedule allows for this.
It's beautiful. They have a lot of winnable games on their schedule.
And you know what it's going to do? It's going to fuck them in the draft, and it's going to hurt them again. And contracts are going to start coming up. Harrison Smith is probably gone next year.
Yeah, because they got to pay Jefferson,
and they're going to have to pay Danielle Hunter.
Yeah,
that dude is a boss. I believe they restructured his schedule. Actually, I believe they restructured his contract.
Restructured to pay him. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking he may have gotten it last night, but the dude's approaching his millions in bonuses. Yeah. So congratulations to him. I forgot about that. But again, you got Kirk Cousins on his contract. Jefferson. I mean, you got people you're going to have to pay. Jordan Addison's fine, but Mattison, you're going to have to pay him. Otherwise, I mean, woof, that's too bad. That's too bad.
Yeah.
That's too bad. But yeah, I like the Vikings in this one. I like the Vikings to make it to the playoffs, and I like the Vikings to do the same thing to their fans that they've been doing since 1985.
Lets you down in the playoffs. One
Absolutely.
and done.
Absolutely.
One and done.
Y'all can argue all you want. Oh, yeah. How's Green Bay doing? We're doing really well, actually. We are projected at a much better path than y'all.
The Packers are 4-6, and I think their Packers are pretty much where everybody expected them to be. So to say that, and the Packers could easily be 6-4 right now. Easily be 6-4.
God damn, dude, they could be 7-3.
They could be 7-3. But I'm just saying, we could say coulda, woulda, shoulda, but they are 4-6.
But they're 4-6, absolutely. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. 4-6. I did not. Oof. I
expected them to win like 6-7 games this year, so that's where they're headed. They're headed for
3 games of that defense. I was going to be happy with 3 wins, so I'm at a +1 right now for the rest of the season.
+1 for the season already. Damn, outlook is bright.
Outlook is bright. There's something I wanted to bring up just before the end. What was it? Oh, Philly, Kansas City. Okay, so there's a couple of really big scenarios here, right?
Yeah.
For one, Andy Reid is ridiculous coming off of a bye week. I think he's got 1 loss in his fucking career.
I think he's not. Don't bet against his ass. Don't even think about it.
So now you've also got. Now remember, we picked Philly to win.
That's true.
Now remember, Andy Reid is 5-0 versus the Eagles. Andy Reid has never lost against the Eagles. The Kansas City Chiefs are 2-0 when Taylor Swift is at the game. And it is rumored that Taylor Swift and her parents will also be there to meet Travis Kelce's parents.
Yeah, because it's the Kelsey Bowl.
Now, the sexiest man alive has never beaten his brother. The Eagles' Kelce has never beaten
Jason Kelce.
Jason has never beaten Travis. There's a lot on the line tonight, and I'm still sticking with Philly.
Did we both pick Philly, or did I pick
Both
Kansas
picked
City?
Philly.
I was gonna say,
if you want to take Kansas City, I'll allow it.
I'm not switching. No, absolutely not. Matter of fact, that you posted that cartoon, and I almost pissed myself laughing at that cartoon. Just gonna break up with Taylor. I'm gonna break with Taylor tonight. What?
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
just
God.
a teenage dirtbag baby.
Bro, that fucking blew my mind when I found out that was a dude.
Yeah.
Ah, man. There is
Yeah,
some things
don't Twitter around on the shitter, that's for sure. You'll find
No.
out some stuff you don't want to.
And I tell you what, that goes on the list of me finding out way too late in life that Darius Rucker was black. I had no idea.
We
Bro,
play
I'm
these
telling you,
games.
like,
you know.
bro, I love Hootie and the Blowfish, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
loved it.
Darius Rucker, and I loved his country music. I'm a huge fan. I grew up listening to Hootie and the Blowfish. I could probably sing 3 or 4 songs from heart right now. And I had no idea he was black until he became a country music star. Fuck, man, growing up in the UP, sheltered life. # love it.
Right.
For the rest of you, all you big hitters out there, man, you got the holidays coming up. We haven't talked about it much, but November is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. But this is a tough time for everyone. You don't get as much sunlight, the darkness, the vitamin D, the holidays, the stress. Just move out each day with the understanding that it's not you. Everybody's stressed. Just smile, walk away, laugh. Don't give in to the holiday stress. And thank you again for all of your likes, subscribes, listens, clicks, clacks, clickety clack, pickety packs. We love you.
Go Blue.